Welcome back to Your Carolina. We love this segment, Upstate Homes, because we get to look inside some fantastic homes that just came on the market. And once a month, we get access to Mr. Dan Hamilton that kind of gives us a little inside information, lets us know. Thanks for being here today.
Absolutely. Great to be here again.
Welcome. Are you becoming a TV star? Do people see you on TV?
Well, I'm not quite Jack Roper famous,
right.
but
Okay.
He's got the hair for it, right?
He's got TV hair.
Got TV hair.
That's right.
So let's talk about a new study, because this surprised me, okay? It shows that half of Americans have regrets about the house that they just purchased.
Exactly. Trulia,
Yikes.
Trulia, the big real estate website, did a survey back in June, and they asked people that lived in homes, whether they were renters or buyers, what their biggest regret was. And for home buyers, their #1 regret was the size of the house that they chose.
Like
Really?
they either bought too big
They
or
either
too
bought
small?
too big or too small. A third of them said it was too big, but most said their house was too small.
Well, maybe they were starting families and, outgrew it.
Exactly. Could have been, and it could have been an affordability issue where they couldn't afford the house that they really
needed
the big
something,
house.
but
Yeah.
they had to.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because you would think, okay, you know what you need, so don't buy something you don't need.
Yeah,
that
but
makes
what you
sense.
want and what you need are two different things. And boy, if you're looking at a pretty
Right.
house,
Exactly.
you might really want it.
Yeah, and so that's why we say, to avoid that regret, plan ahead. A house is not an impulse purchase.
No.
So
Yeah.
you want to have a game plan going in. You want to get pre-qualified so you know exactly how much house you can afford, and then you might adjust your part of town based on the size. So if you need a bigger house, you might have to move a little further out to get that
Yeah.
size.
Because do you see a lot? I know we were super naive. Our first house, it was like, oh, I want to live like where I grew up. I want it to be, and then you're like, oh, never mind.
Right,
You're
yeah.
gonna have to. It's hard when you're starting out.
It is, especially younger people, first-time home buyers. We really recommend that you get you sit down with the real estate agent and talk about your needs, your wants, and then figure out a game plan. Again, it's not something you want to just drive by and impulse buy.
And location, one of the top three, I guess,
Exactly.
things to look at, right?
Yeah, right. And the survey also had regrets of renters. And you can imagine what the #1 regret of renters is.
Is renting.
Renting, yeah. They
Yeah. wish
they had bought a home.
Yeah.
So and a lot of renters don't think they can qualify for a home. So that's why we suggest, even if you don't think so, talk to a professional, because a lot of people can get qualified that don't think they can.
And it's called tax deduction.
That too, exactly.
You still have it. Now, is it still, because what if you're like, okay, I want to live here, but I'm not quite there yet, money-wise. But if if I save like a year or two, I'd be good. Would you suggest someone like that renting a house or renting an apartment, or is renting?
Yeah. Well, they say if you're going to buy a house, you want to plan to be there for at least 5 years. So if you're looking at maybe you don't quite have the money ready to go where you want to go, you have to look at that sort of way, where the interest rates are going and where housing affordability will go in 2 years, and decide maybe you take out some of those wants and go ahead and buy something now that you don't have, maybe doesn't check all the boxes.
Are interest rates up a tad or getting ready to go up?
They're up just a little bit, but not dramatically. They're still hovering in that 4% range, which means housing from a borrowing standpoint is still quite affordable.
Yeah.
So good. All right, before we show you a couple houses on the market right now, one more regret, and do people regret putting in swimming pools?
Well, that's one of those things where it's got to be a personal preference. You don't want to do that to try to get a return on
So
investment.
don't think I'm going to put this pool in and bam, my house is going to be worth $50,000 more.
Right. If you spend $50,000 on a pool, your house does not automatically go up by $50,000.
And sometimes it's a turnoff to people. They don't want the pool in the backyard because of insurance. And
Exactly. Yeah, and a lot of families with young children are a little nervous about pools as well. So it's definitely not. I wouldn't say it's a thing to do for a selling point.
Okay, so don't do it thinking you're going to make money on it. Do it if you want to just enjoy it, but it's not something you're going to make some money on. Let's start with some of the houses that you have. This first one is in Greenville.
Yes.
I believe. What is that on?
Champlain
Drive.
This is very near Saluda Lake on the west side of Greenville. A wonderful brick ranch home that has an amazing yard. It's like a little private oasis back there. It's got a creek, a pond, greenhouse. So for someone that has a little bit of a green thumb, this is a great property. Very affordable too, under $170,000.
I say, yeah, this price point's in the 160. These are the ones that fly.
Yes, and this has just come on the market, so this one will go pretty quickly.
This one will go
It's near
fast.
Furman and downtown Travelers Rest, and there are 2-car garage there.
Exactly, and two separate living spaces there too. There's a common in-law suite in that basement area, so Really unique
That
property.
looks like
right
a
there.
bargain for that price.
I know that yard alone. All right, let's go to Simpsonville, and we go up just about $100,000.
Yeah, right at $100,000. And this is a newer home, and this home shows like a model house. It's just absolutely beautiful. $260,000 in the Kelsey Glen, which is in Five Forks. Very, very hot area. Lots of folks like to be in the Five Forks area. So many great amenities in that area.
That kitchen was kind of amazing, right?
Very
like,
amazing.
Looking
yeah.
out to it, the big old yard, all kind of space. All right, if you want to see any of these houses or any of the other ones, because we're going to show you one next week. Oh, that y'all just going to love. We went out there and shot something yesterday, but call Dan. Dan, how's the best way they should get in touch with you?
They can call my office right now, 527-7685, and one of our agents can go today and show any of these properties they see at mygreenvillehome.com.
You can do that. Now we're going to hear on the radio tomorrow. Is that when you do
Yeah,
the radio
every
show?
Saturday. Yeah.
What time?
11 o'clock, 94.5 Conservative Talk, The Answer, and we talk about real estate in Greenville and trends and different things happening in the market.
Well, thank you.
So you're lucky.
Thanks
Thank you,
for coming.
Dan. Have
Thank
a
you.
fantastic weekend.